What is up, guys? It is your boy RC Apologist here, deciding to host a late night stream. Probably won't be too long if no one decides to join. Hopefully that be the case because at the moment, when I got back from having to pick up some groceries, um, and then get a peppermint oil, actually putting it in cotton balls to help prevent, because the wasp epidemic is coming out and they're starting to get back into the house. I'm going to do the more safer way to deal with them. But as I said before, that I'm still also dealing with chigger bites that I've had since last week. And I ended up, I guess, when I was trying to get my clothes ready, like I'm swapping to my relaxation clothes, I guess I must have scratched one of the bites, and it's itching like a son of a gun right about now. So I might decide to, after this, quickly take a hot bath with some soap water and such, and get that taken care of. Because normally when I do that, that's when it definitely settles down for a bit. I don't know why I have been lacking off on doing that, because I hear that helps out a lot. Anyways, I wanted to take some time to go over the my time on the Heathen hour that I had, uh, where I was there with a few good guys, Godless Cranium, Godless Engineer, and uh, what's Shannon. Sorry, I'm still trying to catch up on my thoughts. It's been a rough day at work. So, plus having to drive back and forth to do the whole thing. But yeah, when we got on there, of course, the topic was about anti-theism, and we went over it briefly. And I pretty much stated like what my whole thing is. Like, I don't mind the fact that they are that per se, but I do understand that when most people are anti-theists, they usually are like against religion, and I will be against false religions. But when it comes to Christianity, the main thing that I'm against the anti-theist stuff is one, certain interpretations of the Bible, which is kind of what we started discussing eventually, and then secondly, the and this doesn't apply to all of them, but there's some that will say that because there are some harmful or negative aspects that can come out of religion, that must mean that it must be done away with, including the religion of Christianity. So I decided to, tackle some of the things that were done, and it was a very good conversation. I think both sides of the conversation managed to learn things from each other. We had some laughs too. That's the other thing to keep in mind, is that it wasn't just simply a very antagonistic type of approach. It was also very much so in line with being respectful and cordial, but having the decency to call out certain things that we disagree with. And that was able to be demonstrated in the fact that with Shannon, there's a time that she, said that she that that apparently I'm the only episode of the Heathen now that out. I'm just gonna get the tweet where she says this, because I don't want to straw man her. She said, "If you've been asking yourself, gee, I wonder which stream is going to be the one where Shannon finally loses her uh, crap, the wait is over. Sorry, reformed boy," which is my handle on Twitter. So apparently I'm the only one that's on the stream or the show, apparently, that when where this happens, I guess. So I guess some achievement. I mean, better than nothing, right? But in seriousness, she said she wasn't angry at me or mad at me or anything like that. So I think in case anyone wants to try to say anything, I want to try to help clarifying some things. Um, so yeah, because I know some people will probably think that, oh, she was trying to be abusive towards me. No, that was not the case. And I didn't certainly receive it as that during the whole conversation, because if you notice that moment, I was calm and trying to discuss things. And, when I was trying to say something, she told me, to let her finish. I'm like, okay, I'll be respectful and do that. Respect, I think, is the best way to go about these conversations. And I think, in terms of Christian and anti-theist, atheist discussions and interactions, I think what we did what happened on the Heathen Hour with one Christian going against three anti-theists in a discussion, not a debate, but rather an informal, friendly discussion. I think this was a role model way of handling about doing these kinds of discussions while not agreeing on and compromising on our ideas, our beliefs, or certain uh, ideologies that we hold to, but instead it shows that we can disagree while still being friendly and respectful towards one another. So that's one of the things I liked about the conversation, and I loved about uh, being on there. They said that they'd have me on for any other topic they might have in the future. And I even said to and offered Shannon if she wants to come on my show one day, and she said sure. But it'll at least be like about 2 weeks or so, because she's on vacation, and I cannot ruin vacation time because that is precious time. So ultimately, my thoughts on the whole Heathen Hour show was that it was a bomb. It was a blast. And I think if Godless Cranium, if is watching this, I mean, of course, I wish you would convert to Christianity here and hear the gospel, my friend. But at the same time, I like what you do in terms of allowing these discussions to occur and allow us a format in which it's not disrespectful or interrupting people, but rather it allows us to go over things, because I allowed my information and what I was saying to get out there, and I was able to then also give y'all the same courtesy. And I appreciate that. I love that. Because the most places are either echo chambers or places where they love to just simply allow ranting and hearing the sound of their own voice. But your show wasn't one of those, and you know, I kind of applaud you on that. So yeah, keep up the work there, because who knows, maybe someday you'll get me or someone else that's like me, and we'll be having the discussion, and soon you'll be like, huh, well, isn't that the truth? And then soon, Godless Cranium will convert because he'll have heard the gospel. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, until then, this has been RC Apologist. Thank y'all for if y'all haven't seen that, I'm actually gonna try to leave the link to that so y'all can go check that out in the description box. So, but yeah, until then, this has been RC. I'm gonna go take a bath and get these bites taken care of and relax for the night. But until then, take care.